And welcome back to Daytime. Well, coming up next weekend, an extraordinary weekend for women, and I suspect a few men might even pop by too. It is the Home Hardware Total Woman Show that is happening at Binghamton's. 2 days of just fabulous presentations, booths, and so much more. And we're going to tell you all about it right now. A couple of people who've been working very hard on it. Courtney White joins us from The Record. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Just take a look at who's joining us today. Our own food diva, Maribel Linfield, is here, and you're going to be one of the presenters at the Total Woman Show coming up next week.
I'm actually hosting the cooking stage, 3rd year in a row.
That is fabulous. We're going to find out a little bit more about what you're doing there, and you're going to give us a sample in just a second. But Courtney, this is one of those shows that every year you think, okay, it's gotten as big as it can possibly get, and then The Record comes on and you throw more into it and develop it even more. This is going to be great this year.
This show is going to be outstanding. It's the 6th year for the show, and as always, it's going to be a fantastic weekend for women to come out and learn anything you can imagine, from power tools to belly dancing to scrapbooking. It involves everything you can imagine. We've got 3 stages. We have the Total Woman Academy, amazing keynote speakers, awesome chefs. The show is just brimming with talent. I think we've got 120 exhibitors that are coming out to dazzle us with their products and services. It's just going to be an outstanding, high-energy show.
See, and this is the best part about a show that has grown so exponentially like this one has. You have now got people running to you saying, I've got to be part of this because it's fantastic. I've got this. We can talk about that. And you have to make choices and sort of decide on the diversity of what you want to present when it comes to on stage. And there is a wide diversity happening.
It's true. Well, I mean, it's the Total Woman Show, right? So we want to make sure we encompass everything that any woman could possibly be interested in. And it is a challenge, but it is a lot of fun, and we love putting it together.
Well, I've heard a rumor that one thing that a woman wants is food, oddly enough. And that's where you come in, Maribel, hosting the food stage and working on that. And this is actually something that you're going to be demoing coming up next weekend.
Yes, this is actually called a chai citrus passette, and it's an eggless, non-baked custard, which is great because you don't have to put in a lot of time. It's not a lot of fuss. It's a quick make sort of thing. And I just wanted to mention that I actually participated in the very first Total Woman Show. I stood there, handed out 700 flyers, and I catapulted from there. So for you vendors out there who are wondering, this is a great launching pad. It really, really is. So,
all right, so we're going to learn how to make this today. And this, you asked me, do you like custard, Susan? Love custard, love creme brulee.
Creme
but
caramel,
this one's
all
a
that good
little
stuff.
different because you've really simplified it.
Very, very simple. In fact, I demo this not only for the Total Woman Show, but I actually have a video on my website, fooddiva.com, that really gets into a lot more of the technical details so that you can really make this almost any flavor you want.
I love the chai smell, though. And we saw it before. You could see the citrus peel on it. You can smell, is it like a cinnamon, nutmeg?
Yeah. There's cinnamon, star anise, cardamom, Chinese 5-spice, pink peppercorns, bay leaf. So it's a very diversified kind of effect. And then I've also got the juice of a lemon and lime right here. So here's the whole component. We've got 2 cups of 35% whipping cream, and then we've got some gelatin. I've got the gelatin actually right in here. So this is actually what makes it thicken. Everything else is aromatics. So I have half a cup of sugar, which I'm going to put actually into here. Give this a quick stir in just a second to get this to dissolve, and I'm going to put my juice in with my gelatin. Now here's a trick about gelatin, is that it needs to dissolve in cold, but it's only activated in heat. So that's important to know.
Oh, see, now I've done the recipes where you have to do that before and add the liquid to it. I didn't realize that's what it did.
So you give it about 30 seconds to a minute for it to kind of dissolve. And the hot cream, you don't have to have it boiling, but you do want to see some steam because that indicates the temperature that you need to activate the gelatin. And then what I'm looking for here is smell, first of all. Can I smell this? Can you smell this?
Oh, yes.
I can smell this. Oh, all those flavors combining is just wonderful. This is called the steeping process. And then I'm going to combine the two. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a 2-for-1 kind of deal where I'm going to strain this out.
Let me hold that for you.
Great, thank you.
That way I'll feel like I've done something. I can say, I made this.
Yes, yes, all by yourself. It's actually very, very easy. So here we go, we'll just shake that out.
See, that I'd be putting in a potpourri bowl after I was done.
Well, it would smell good.
I hate to not use anything after it's done.
Well, you could give it a rinse and dry it out, and then you could. You could.
There we go.
Absolutely. So you give this a stir, and you're combining this. Now this you pour into whatever beautiful dishes that you have. And this is the beauty of this particular dessert, because if you like creme caramel and creme brulee, and you put them in baking dishes, you can't take them out and then serve them in beautiful glassware. So if you have glassware that is gorgeous and you hardly break it out, couple times a year.
See, and that's what I love is the presentation on this. This is beautiful, and I was telling you, I've got a group of friends coming in a couple of weeks. So this would be the perfect thing to make it look like I've slaved all day long working on something special for them, but it looks elegant, it looks beautiful.
And you want to taste it?
Oh, not at all. Of course.
Grab a spoon.
I'm going to taste this, and Courtney, I'm going to get you to let people know. Now, as far as the Total Women's Show, I understand there are day passes, there are weekend passes for this, there are a number of ways that women can get involved and be part of it.
It's true, and they can go online at TotalWomanShow.com for a list of all the home hardware stores that they can pick tickets up. We have them for sale in advance. You can also get tickets at the door as well. And we have, if you pop into the home hardware store to pick up your tickets, we've got a great contest going on, the Decorating to Renovating contest, so you can put in a ballot for that. And yeah, pick up the pass that's appropriate for you. I recommend the weekend pass because there are so many seminars available that you're just going to want to make sure you see everything.
Well, and that's the great thing. I mean, you can make this a girls' weekend out where you get together with a group of friends, you go in for a while, you take in some seminars, you grab a bite to eat, you go out for a while, come back the next day, take in some more. I mean, it's a fabulous way.
I've seen quite a few men there too because they want to get ideas for the women in their lives.
Well, it's true.
That's a fabulous, right before Valentine's Day.
Exactly.
Perfect. Well, and a great place to go to is to the website, the TotalWomanShow.com website, because there's a list of all the vendors, everybody that's going to be there, the timing of everything, who's going to be on stage when. You can find out and just tempt yourself by what's going to be happening there. If this hasn't tempted you enough already, this is fabulous, and I love the real orange zing that you get from this. And by the way, our own little food diva will have a little special something for you. I love when I go onto your site, by the way, the cooking demonstrations that you do, because I'm one of those people, I'm a visual learner, I need to physically see what's happening, what's going on, and your videos really do that.
And the videos are really about teaching you a set of skills. It's not, here's a recipe, do it because I told you so. It's about learning the theory behind why this recipe works and how you can switch it up. So this is chai citrus. You can certainly make it just chai, just citrus, vanilla, chocolate, coffee, whatever you wanted to do, but you know the basis of how to work with gelatin and how to work it with it in cream. The rest is aromatics.
And she's going to be at the Total Women's Show, so you can ask her all your food questions then. Make sure you bring them along because it's very interactive. You're not just sitting there, it's an interactive process. And in the meantime, go to the TotalWomanShow.com website, find out who's going to be there next weekend as it comes to Binghamton's in Kitchener. Great to have both of you here.
Thank you.
Well, you know, Courtney and I are going to finish our desserts, and when we come back, we're talking bears and bulls? Well, we'll find out more. Stay with us.